I was young and in high school. And so to this date, that remains one of the hardest things that I've done in my life. And one of them, just one of the most difficult things I've done. So if Bethany of South Central Iowa were static and still doing only the things that they were doing 14 years ago, I probably wouldn't be serving on the board today. And I definitely wouldn't ride my bicycle 260 miles in one day to raise funds for the organization. But more on that in a second. This isn't to say that Bethany wasn't doing some amazing things 14 years ago. They were. But they continue to kind of push the envelope in the programs and services they offer to families and expectant parents, birth fathers and birth mothers alike. They are radical advocates for children. Hence the radical bike ride that some friends and I will be attempting for the 4th year coming up on May 17th to support Bethany. The ride is called Afraid, a fast ride across Iowa in a day. In previous years, we've been able to raise significant funds for Bethany of Iowa to continue to create initiatives and programs in Iowa that Bethany branches across the nation are mimicking and duplicating. That's something that we're proud of as a board and an organization, is some of the things that we're doing here are being duplicated in much larger areas across the nation. The ride is a difficult challenge. It's, for those of you familiar with RAGBRAI, it's RAGBRAI in one day. It's physically, emotionally, and mentally challenging and exhausting, but it's fun. It combines my love for endurance sport and tests the physical limits, but also helping a cause that helps others who are in need. The thing is, though, is that it's really easy to get behind events like Afraid or events like tonight, the 100 for 100 event, a great event. But really it's the day-to-day stuff that all these 6 organizations are doing that I think is the true kind of gift and fundraising, the ongoing day-to-day gifts that we can give so that these folks can continue to do the incredible things they're doing in our community. You know, for Bethany, that's things like the Birth Father Advocacy Program, which is obviously near and dear to my heart. We have a male social worker, Lewis, whose job is to seek out birth fathers who've long kind of been the forgotten piece of the adoption triad in that story. Or maybe it's our Rack Day, where in Pella, Des Moines, and Cedar Rapids, Bethany gives away clothes and diapers and formula, wipes, shoes, socks to single moms and families and kids in need. You know, I'll just share with you some RAC stats. RAC is Radical Advocates for Children, which is a mission of our organization. Over the last year, in 2013, we served 1,266 families, which equated to 2,113 children. And already in 2014, year to date, we've served 1,076 children through that RAC ministry, where folks can come and get the things they need to help parent well. And so that kind of gets to my point. Bethany is so much more than an adoption agency. We spend about $60,000 a year to support expectant moms and dads through housing and just other needs, gift cards, groceries, things of that nature.